Did you know that there are 120,000 Holocaust survivors living in Israel, and 1 in 3 of them are living in poverty? Shalom, friends. This is Akiva with Israel in 5, and I invite you to take advantage of an incredible opportunity with Meir Panim to help Israel's most needy citizens. 120,000 Holocaust survivors, people who saw the worst of the worst in this world, some of them struggling to get by with bills for food and medicine, rent, and other things. If you go to israel5.org/donate, you can make a donation to help these people as we approach the Jewish holiday season. In the Jewish tradition, we are taught, we are inspired, we are motivated not to sit down at our own holiday table until we know that we've done our part and we've done our best to help those in need to also enjoy and celebrate the Jewish holiday season. And this is an incredible way to do exactly that. Every single donation is getting doubled by the Steinberg Gift Fund. So everything you give will go even further to help these Holocaust survivors all over the state of Israel have what they need for the holiday season, food and gift packages, all the things that they need for the festive meals. There are thousands, tens of thousands of meals being prepared and delivered to Holocaust survivors, pantry boxes filled with all kinds of foods and supplies, and millions of shekels worth of gift cards being distributed to Holocaust survivors in need. But this can only happen through your help, through your generosity, through your donations, helping Meir Panim do this incredible, important, and holy work. Go to israel5.org/donate, make a donation. It will get doubled by the Steinberg Gift Fund. And this year, let's all of us together make sure that no Holocaust survivor goes in need and that every Holocaust survivor can enjoy the Jewish holiday season. All the best, my friends, and be well. Fun fact about Israel on Yom Kippur: the streets and highways are empty of cars, and kids fill those streets with their bicycles. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. Yom Kippur, we know, is the holiest day of the Jewish year, a time of prayer and repentance, fasting, atonement, and blessing for the new year. And Israelis take Yom Kippur very, very seriously. It's important to note that, say on Shabbat, which comes with a lot of rules of what you can and cannot do, and religious Jews do not drive on Shabbat. There's no rules or laws here in Israel saying what you can or cannot do on Shabbat. If you want to keep Shabbat, you keep Shabbat. If you don't, you don't. If you want to drive, you drive. If you don't, you don't drive. Same thing with Yom Kippur. There's no rules or laws saying that you can't drive on the roads, on the highways. But what happens here, what has been happening here for many, many decades, is that from a cultural standpoint, Israelis don't drive on Shabbat, whether you're secular, whether you're traditional, whether you're religious. It's become a thing here in Israel that people don't go in their cars and they don't go on the highway. It's a collective way of celebrating the holiday. And people, even if they're not fasting, even if they're not going to synagogue, they just won't go in their cars. And instead, they'll go on their bikes. And it's an incredible thing to see one day of the year, no cars on the road, no cars on the local streets, no cars on the highways. If you see a car, it is an emergency vehicle, like a police vehicle. God forbid, an ambulance needs to get somewhere. Besides that, you don't see any cars. It's a really wild thing that happens once a year, only on Yom Kippur. And with all that empty space on the roads and the highways, people take to the streets with their bikes. When I'm walking home from synagogue on the night of Yom Kippur, remember Yom Kippur starts at nighttime, I see tons and tons of kids, some of them with their parents, biking around my town, enjoying the fact that their streets are traffic free for this one day. It's a very interesting cultural experience here in Israel and really shows the nation's connection to this very, very holy and unique day that only comes one time a year. Many, many Israelis fast on Yom Kippur, an overwhelming majority of them, even if they're not quote unquote religious, because they understand that Yom Kippur is a different day, it's a very, very special day, and that it is a day that connects us to our traditions, to our past, going back thousands and thousands of years. And this is an interesting modern day expression of the Jewish people in the Jewish homeland, in the Jewish state, and how they express their connection to and their observance of Yom Kippur. Many years ago, I used to spend a lot of Yom Kippurs in Jerusalem, and of course there as well. Like any town, every city in the country, no cars on the road. And these groups of students would sit in the middle of major streets in Jerusalem and just sing. After synagogue, after prayers at the night of Yom Kippur, they would sit on the ground in the middle of the streets in a big circle and just sing for hours the night of Yom Kippur. That's something you can only do on Yom Kippur here in Israel once a year because of the fact, again, that there's no cars. So it's a very special way that Yom Kippur gets celebrated and observed, recognized here in Israel, with people on their own. No laws, no politicians, no courts telling people what to do, just on their own. Literally, every single Israeli agreeing that on Yom Kippur, I'm not going to get in my car. I'm not going to use my car. I'm not going to drive in the streets. I'm not going to drive on the highways, making for a very, very different atmosphere this one very special day of the year. Wishing everyone a wonderful and meaningful Yom Kippur and a happy new year.